Sun Music Studio.
Hello and welcome. Chairman of the Sovereign Council Al Burhan returned home today after a visit to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, during which he held talks with the Saudi Crown Prince yesterday evening at Al Safa Palace in Mecca. The two parties decided to establish a coordination council to strengthening bilateral relations. The reception was attended by Prince Saud bin Mishal bin Abdulaziz, Deputy Governor of the Mecca region, Prince Turk bin Mohammed bin Fahd bin Abdulaziz, Minister of State and Cabinet Member, Prince Abdulaziz bin Saud bin Naif bin Abdulaziz, Minister of Interior, Prince Khalid bin Salman bin Abdulaziz, Minister of Defense, and Prince Faisal bin Farhan bin Abdullah, Minister of Foreign Affairs. For its part, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs clarified in a statement today that the two sides agree to establish a Supreme Council for the strategic coordination. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs affirmed that Saudi Arabia has continued to support legitimacy in Sudan, represented by the Sovereignty Council and the Sudanese Armed Forces. The International Court of Justice announced in a statement yesterday the initiation of a litigation proceeding in the case filed by the government of Sudan against the UAE. The ICJ statement set April 10, 2025 as the date for public hearing at the Peace Palace in Hague. Sudan has submitted a request to the court to file a case against the UAE regarding violations of its obligation under the Convention of the Prevention of and the Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. The ICJ stated at the time that the request relates to the act committed by the Rapid Support Forces and allied militia, included but not limited to genocide, murder, theft of property, rape, forced displacement, assault on property, destruction of public property, and violations of human rights. April 10 will witness two sessions, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Brigadier General Nabil Abdullah, the Sudanese Armed Forces spokesman, said that the army set specific priorities for its operations and moves from one phase to the other according to their importance. He added, "We are now in a critical phase of our ground operation." He added in a press statement, "Our operations are ongoing and recently implemented in the landing of the plane of the head of the Sovereignty Council and Commander-in-Chief at the Khartoum airport after securing its surrounding." He added, "We are not concerned about the illegal or illogical denials by our rebels or the rebels of our victories, nor we do pay attention to their nonsense. Our goal is to destroy and expel the enemy from Sudan." The governor of Darfur, Commander Minni Arko Minnawi, said that the armed forces and the joint forces continue to write a new historical chapter in order to liberate the homeland from the filth of the militia. In a Facebook post commenting on a video showing soldiers of armed forces and the joint forces receiving a heavy artillery left behind by the rebel militia after the battles to liberate Khartoum, Minawi said, "With these weapons, the Sudanese people were bombarded, causing half of them to flee, leaving behind the country's capital." He added, "But in the meantime, the armed forces and the joint forces continue to write a new historical chapter in order to liberate the homeland from the Janjaweed." Khartoum state has begun urgent intervention to save the lives of more than 4,000 prisoners found in poor condition in various locations within Jabal Awliya locality. Today, Khartoum Governor Ahmed Osman Hamza oversaw the treatment of the prisoners who were evacuated to the field hospital in Al-Shajara area in the presence of Major General Nasruddin, commander of Al-Shajara military area. The Ministry of Health subjected the prisoners to a comprehensive medical examination in preparation for determining a health recovery protocol. The governor of Khartoum pledged to care for the prisoners until their full recovery. South Sudan's first vice president and main opposition leader, Riek Machar, has been placed under the house arrest, prompting a warning from the UN that the country is at risk of replacing or relapsing into a widespread conflict. In a statement on Facebook, the acting chair of the Foreign Relations Committee of the Sudan's People Liberation Movement in Opposition, SPLM-10, which Mohtang said the defense minister and chief of national security accompanied a convoy of more than 20 heavily armed vehicles which had forcibly entered Machar's residence, as he said. Myanmar let in hundreds of foreign rescue personnel on Saturday after an earthquake killed over 1,000 people, the deadliest natural disaster to hit the country in years. Friday's 7.7 magnitude quake, among the biggest to jolt the nation in the last century, crippled airport, bridges, and highways and displaced millions. The death toll in Myanmar claimed to 1,002, the government said on Saturday. In neighboring Thailand, where the quake-related building and brought down skyscraper under the construction in the capital, Bangkok, at least 9 people were killed. This was your today's news summary by Sniper TV. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Music Studio.